Meanwhile, the groups are in Marbella. FYD, One Direction, Belle Amie, The Reason, Diva Fever, Hustle, Princes and Rogues and Twem are beginning to wonder who their mentor might be.
I think all of the judges could have a house in Marbella for all we know, so who knows?
I've got a sneaky feeling that it might be Simon Cowell's house.
I still think it's Cheryl.
Well, third time I get the groups. My initial thought was, I've really got the worst one ever. And actually, within this category, it just needs a lot more work and a lot of imagination and a lot of faith.
And the wait is over for the groups.
We're so absolutely elated that we've got Simon because he was the judge that we wanted.
I am ecstatic that we've got Simon. I've always been saying from day one, haven't I, that I've wanted Simon.
Simon's the man, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty good to have Simon as well.
Everyone always wants Simon.
You had that dreaded, but it could have been Louis, right?
While the bands practice, I
Love wanted this lot to win. Yeah, and I haven't been messing around, by the way. I've had this...
One Direction. Who's going to be the pin-up of the bands? We'll be on the front page of the calendar.
I'm most likely to do nudity.
Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause.
It's their biggest performance yet. The groups know they're going to have to pull out all the stops. With that in mind, Simon and guest judge Sunita call all the groups together for some last-minute advice.
What we're looking for is not just somebody who could win the show, but who could sell records in the real world. Every second you've got to be rehearsed, and focused. Ready to do it? Yeah! OK, let's do it. See you later, kiddo.
And one act desperate not to disappoint, a boy band, One Direction. Like Belle Amie, the 5 boys auditioned as soloists, but the judges decided to put them together as a group at boot camp.
We've decided to put you through to the judges. This is a lifeline. You've got a real shot here, guys.
But as their performance approaches, there's a problem.
Louis was in the city earlier and he cut up his foot and it's swollen up really bad and they sent him to the hospital.
We're all panicking a little bit because we're not sure when he's going to get here and what's going to happen, you know, for the performance.
For us, that's really bad because we haven't had much time as it is back to me. We've just been put together, but I just hope he's back for us. We really do need him.
It doesn't sound right at all. It's not thick enough for that.
It's not working at all.
But the clock's ticking, it's getting closer and closer to our performance, so we're really just waiting around and hoping that he turns up.
As One Direction wait to see if Louis will make it, all the groups have performed, apart from One Direction. Earlier, group member Louis had to go to hospital after injuring his foot, but now he's back.
Nice to see you.
What was it?
Sea urchin.
And as they face Simon, the boys are hoping the disruption to their rehearsals won't affect their performance.
Hi, boys. Ah, I can see which one got stung. What did you do?
It was a sea urchin.
Is it painful?
Very, very painful.
You right now?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're feeling confident, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Thought I saw a girl brought to life. She was warm, she came around, she was dignified. She showed me what it was to cry. You couldn't be that girl I adored. You don't seem to know, or seem to care, or what your heart is for. But I don't know her anymore. There's nothing left, I used to cry. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am shamed. I'm lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late and I'm already torn. wells run dry, and that's what's going on. 'Cause nothing's fine, I'm torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. I'm already torn.
See you later. They're cool, they're relevant.
So cool.
I mean, it was a little bit timid. I could see that they were nervous.
But that rawness, I mean, I think that was just them feeling emotional. You've got problems.
I know. This is going to be a hard decision to make.
Finally, One Direction.
I'm all out of faith, 'cause this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Cold and I am ashamed, and I'm lying naked on the floor. Losing never change into something real.
You've all been put together by him. Did that make it more pressure? Do you feel that you delivered?
We felt that it was his creation, and we didn't. The main thing we did not want to do is show that he's wrong. Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't like to be wrong.
And waiting anxiously to find out if they've made his top 3 are The Reason, FYD, Twem, Diva Fever, Hustle, Belle Amie, Princes and Rogues, and One Direction. So just one place remains, and waiting to find out if they're in or out are One Direction and Princes and Rogues.
I want it to be a yes more than anything for all of us, because we've worked so hard.
We all, with our whole hearts, love this band, love what we've done. We've brought something original, something new. Video killed the radio star. We don't want to hear no, because that means that perhaps we're not doing something right.
Your hunger for it grows and grows as you get through each stage of the competition. It's just the biggest stage to be told yes or no, and it's one word that can change your life forever, because it won't be the same if you get a yes, and if you get a no, then you're straight back to doing stuff that kind of drives you to come here in the first place.
So, 2 acts left, but only one place to fill.
Hi, boys. How are you? You were much better than I expected. I was surprised that you're interesting and you're different. Do you understand why I did this in the first place?
Yeah.
Because I think once we got through to the boot camp stage, there were weaknesses, which is why we made the decision about all of you individually. To a point, you came in at a disadvantage because you didn't have the time the other groups had. On the more positive note, when it worked, it worked. My head is saying it's a risk, and my heart is saying that you deserve a shot, and that's why it's been difficult. So I've made a decision.
Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know.
It's bad news, boys.
A simple thing.
I'm sorry.
Where have you gone? I'm getting older and I need something to rely on.
Guys, I've gone with my heart. You're through. I am so impressed with all of you.
Oh my God.
I mean that.
One Direction are through to the live studio finals of the X Factor! So One Direction joined Belle Amie and FYD in Simon's final 3.
Take, for instance, a group, as in not all of the groups, just the one. Do you have a favourite member within groups when you're managing them?
Yeah, there's normally somebody you have a connection with, because you can't. It's very difficult to talk to 5 people all at once. You know, you've got to talk to one person who gets it.
Do you have a favourite member of One Direction?
I would say you're kind of drawn to Harry's personality. He seems to be...
I like her.
Yeah, and he's very charming, and he seems to be the one person who would be the easiest possibly to talk to.
He's got a bit of a twinkle in his eye.
Now let's get to know One Direction a little bit better.
You're through.
The band is made up of Harry, Liam, Louis, Zayn, Niall, and David. Oh, no, sorry, David. My mistake.
Girls up and down the nation will be jealous of me right now. On the beach, or just above the beach, with 5 very handsome boys that are going through to the studio shows! Woo! So how soon after boot camp did you actually meet up, and where did you meet up?
Probably under a week. A week after boot camp.
We met at my house, and we stayed for like a week at a time, so we'd film and then we'd go home for 3 days.
And were there any conflicts within that time?
Little ones.
Yeah.
Little ones. It's natural, isn't it? At the start, like, all our ideas and stuff, like, you know, we were all like...
Which is clashing a bit.
Clashing a bit.
How would you describe your relationship now between the 5 of you?
I think socially, we are, having spent so much time together, we have become really good friends. But then when it comes down to the performance and the rehearsing, we are professional and we don't kind of let it get in the way. We are business when we need to be. So.
Okay, just quickly, boys, have you got a girlfriend, yes or no?
No.
Yes. No.
Well, there you go. He's the only one that's taken girls, therefore the taking.
Outside, and unbelievably, Cher is still on the phone. But with whom?
Hello?
I got through. I'm going to tell you again that I got through, yeah? And you go insane, all right? I got through. Yes! Amazing, I wish you were here now. Yes!
Hello, it's Liam.
Oh, that's a bit awkward. Now seems like a great time to grab Cher for that chat.
So, we've got our final 3 groups. There's only one thing that remains to be done, and that's to jump in the pool!
At his judge house in Marbella, Simon chose which groups were going through to the live shows. They are Belle Amie, FYD, and One Direction.
And One Direction.
I think they are super talented, super focused, and just super brilliant.
Next weekend, the